Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of this program. Talk your own, make I talk my own. John Moses Oladayo is my name. This program is specially designed for you to know what is happening around you. And today, we'll bring you an interesting topic, democracy and true federalism. May I ask you, have you ever wondered how we are wallowing in the ocean of democracy misrule? These are more of the discussion we bring for you today. Dorcas, welcome to the program.
Thank you, I appreciate.
Like I said earlier on, democracy, according to Abraham Lincoln, is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, which means it is the collective responsibility of the masses to vote for a leader or to be elected so that they can represent the interests of the masses. But what we see today is a different ball game. We see abject poverty, insecurity, acts of banditry, and many social vices. So if these leaders were actually representing our interests, are all these things supposed to be happening?
Our leaders are not representing our interests at all. Because when they are representing our interests, like you said earlier, all those things that you just count down will not be happening. It won't be happening at all. Let us look at the situation of Nigeria. It's very, very bad. Just this morning, I heard that the electricity money is going to be increased. And had it been the electricity is being supplied adequately, it has been better, but it is not supplied adequately, so we are just paying. So, and the main reason we choose all these are representative is just for them to go and to serve us, not even to serve themselves. But nowadays it is not like that. Those leaders, they went there, they just serve themselves. Look at the present situation or the economic situation of Nigeria. It is unbearable. It's not bearable at all. It's not bearable.
Wow. So you mean poverty is now the order of the day? So that poverty, what do you think would be the implication, the effects it will have on this nation?
Firstly, the cause of poverty is just unemployment. Let's take a look at it from this side. Look at the rate at which all those big companies are folding up in Nigeria. So where do you expect employment to come from? There will be youth just that they will just be rolling around the streets without job. I don't mean there's job for them. They would have been able to care for themselves and care for their family. So the simple repercussion of non-employment in Nigeria is that instead of for the nation to be moving forward, it will be static. And I don't mean it is like that in Nigeria, it would have been better. But instead of it to be static, it's even moving us back. It is moving us back, which is not supposed to be.
Okay, all these things, like when we say democracy should give room for the elected ones to be accountable back to the masses. You know, when they are doing things that are not acceptable, that are not good, that are not too good to the masses, they are supposed to account back to the masses. Okay, these are the measures we are trying to put in place so that things could be better. But is this accountability of a thing not working? Are they not accountable back to the masses?
Our leaders are supposed to be accountable back to us, but now it is not done because they believe the reason why we elect them is for them to serve themselves. So on a normal ground, they are supposed to be accounting back to us and give us the feedback of what we told them to do. Look, for example, now, whenever the campaign is around the corner, you see different parties, different presidents, candidates saying their manifestos, but eventually when they get to the post, what they promised to do in 4 months, within 4 years they won't be able to do it. And with that, they won't even give us account that, okay, oh, this was what happened, this was what happened. No, because they believe they are there to serve themselves. So they are personalizing the property and the resources of Nigeria, which is not supposed to be.
But rule of law states that no one is above the law. Rule of law. It means everybody should be subject to the law. So why are our leaders not brought to the right justice? Why are they not being followed by the order of rule of law? Or is it not functioning?
It's really functioning, but not very well. Because when we look at the present situation of Nigeria, things are not going well with Nigeria, and the principle of rule of law is not working for Nigeria. Yes, it's not working for Nigeria.
Wow, rule of law is not working for Nigeria. Thank you for being with us. This is how far we can go on this segment. Now let's meet the ndigbo of Ibadanland.
My name is Dr. Alex Anozie, the ndigbo, Ibadan and Oyo State, and the Vice President of Association of ndigbo in the whole diaspora for South, and also the leader of Non-Indigenous Traditional Council of Oyo State.
Welcome, sir. Thank you so much. That's my guest for today. Now we'll go to the business of the day. So, we're talking about democracy. Democracy is a system of government in which we have our leader elected to represent our interests. But today, the question is, sir, our leader, are they really representing our interests where they have been fixed in?
They should be representing our interests, but I don't know how much they are representing our interest. For example, you see a lot of things are going on in the country today. We expect them to be speaking out. The areas that things are not going on well, they should speak out. The areas things are going on well, they should give praise. All right?
Yes, sir.
That is why we have sent them there. But the way things are going in Nigeria, people are not happy. People are not happy. Which means they are not being represented the proper way it should be. Because if those representatives are representing the people the way it should be, things may not be as bad as they are now. That's my own opinion.
Thank you.
I may be wrong, all right?
Well, thank you for that, sir. Well, that will lead me to the second question, which is democracy gives room for accountability. Really accountable to us. Is that accountability practice, sir?
That is one of those things we are talking about, that we are not being represented the proper way we should be represented. There should be accountability in everything we are doing about serving the nation. Even in your own private business, there should be accountability. In your every venture you have, there should be accountability. So in our country, there should be accountability. Now, look at the way our economy is wobbling. Our economy is not the best. One of those causes must be lack of accountability. If there is proper accountability in Nigeria, our economy will be one of the best in the whole world. But you will discover that corruption has eaten up everything. It is corruption, corruption, corruption. Every Dick and Harry is corrupt. And corruption is growing because of lack of, accountability. Even those that should be, working, making sure there's accountability, they are also corrupt.
Wow.
So from where do you start? Where do we start? Accountability means people looking into something, how it is being done, and so on and so on. But you now discover that those people you are expecting to look into something to make sure there is accountability, they themselves are corrupt. So from where do we start? It's a big problem.
Thank you, sir. That was a great one. I still have more questions for you, sir.
Please feel free.
All right, thank you, sir. So you've heard it in the area of accountability. You said what my guest said. Oh, now the third question rather says, sir, rule of law policy. as far as I know, rule of law states that everyone is under the law. It's not above, no one is above the law. Just no one is above the law. Sir, rule of law policy, is it being implemented in this in the political system of Nigeria? Is it being implemented?
One can even boldly say it. The truth and nothing but the truth, that we are more or less we are more or less trying to establish lawlessness in our society.
Wow.
You see the way things are going, the way things are happening all over the country. It's like everything is getting out of hand. Kidnappings here, killings there, all kinds of criminalities, you know, all kinds of things we never expected, things that have never been happening in Nigeria are happening today. No more rule of law. People get up and do whatever they like. We kill people, human beings killing their fellow human beings just like that. You see human beings, people, before anybody seen with gun unlicensed, not permitted to use gun, before anybody seen with that gun is immediately arrested and prosecuted. But today, gun is everywhere, gun is being used anyhow, and we are killing ourselves. Oh my God, it's not the best. Nobody is happy. Nobody should be happy about it. So there's no, one can rightly say there's no lack of rule of law.
Thank you, sir. My guest has said it again. Said, well, sir, the question I have for you again before I go to the last question is, human rights is one of the fundamental principles of democracy. Human rights, is it being practiced in the political system of Nigeria, sir?
Well, it depends on the way you look at it. Some people will say it's being practiced. Some people will say it is not practiced. Opinion differs. But we know truthfully that human rights, the government of the day, they are trying as much as they are able. They are trying. At least people have the freedom of opinion. People voice out their feeling. People in writing, people write in the paper, or people write in the online publications, people air their view, and they are not being harassed as per that. That's another way I'm commending the government. There is some reasonable percentage of human rights, and freedom of speech is part of those things that makes up human rights something. And we've now been hearing about how people, unlike some past governments, some years back, when some government, particularly during the military, people, personalities were being picked up, locked up anyhow, and so on and so forth. But it's not like that. It's not as much as that now. The only problem, the major problem we have now in this country is this killing on a daily basis. This is not the Nigeria we bargained for. It's not in the character of Nigeria that we should be killing ourselves. It is not at all. It is not at all.
Thank you, sir. That will lead me to my last question, which is, sir, so what are your suggestions to tackle the incessant act of banditry and insecurity in Nigeria? What are your suggestions, sir?
The government should act decisively. First of all, anybody seen with rifle, gun in the public, okay?
Yes, sir.
Somebody who is not authorized to have gun, is holding the gun for whatever purpose in the public, should be arrested immediately and sent to jail. Not just arresting him and locking him up. Maybe after a few days he's released to go. You should be arrested. In fact, the president recently said that anybody found with a AK-47 should be shot at sight. That's another good way of doing it. I'm happy. Some months back, some weeks back, one of the a very popular radio houses, they interviewed me on this issue, and I suggested that is one of the things the federal government should do. Anybody found with ammunition, gun, somebody, you are not supposed to hold gun and you are found with any, and you are using it, walking about in the public, should be arrested. In fact, that the president should make a statement condemning that. And I'm happy that quite about 2-3 weeks after I have said that, and the president came out with this statement that anybody found with AK-47 should be shot aside. And since he made that statement, kidnappings and the killings, apart from Boko Haram and other this, reduced to some percentage, reduced by some percentage. You see? So the government should be able to take a decisive action towards that. Introducing justice in the society, equity in the society, fair play, fairness in the society. All Nigerians should feel at home anywhere they found themselves. And the life and property of all Nigerians should be secure all over the nation. Anybody found with gun should be prosecuted immediately. And the public will want to see it happening. Nothing should be happening behind them. Yes, they have been arrested and they're locked up. Nobody knows what happens again after that. You see, Nigeria is a beautiful country. Nigeria is a beautiful country. All the ethnic groups in Nigeria are beautiful people. All we need to do is the leadership to sit up and do the right thing the right way. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Making sure that what is good for the Yoruba man is good for the Igbo man, is good for the Fulani man, is good for the Hausa man, is good for the South man, and everybody will be happy. You will discover, you will see that most of these crime going on all over the place will fizzle out. In fact, if justice and equity begins to reign today in Nigeria, most of the agitations here and there, people calling for this, calling for that, will fizzle out. Yes, it will fizzle out. Most of the agitations everywhere is because of lack of justice. People have lost hope and trust in the country, Nigeria, because of the way things are going on. But when things are balanced, the East is happy, the West is happy, the North is happy. Anybody that comes up with any agitation, people will tell the person to stop. So these are some of the ways. The government must be courageous enough, making sure that their heart is clear, making sure they are making use of their conscience, showing true love for Nigeria. Because if anybody truly loves Nigeria, that person should only be doing those things that should unite us and make us feel safe and secure anywhere we are in Nigeria. Today, there is fear everywhere. There is fear. Nobody knows what will be the next thing that will happen. There is no day you open your radio or newspaper, you will not read about so hundreds of people killed, so place, so hundreds of students kidnapped, so place, and kept in the bush for months, and some of them are killed, some of them are raped, some of them, the kind of dirty news we are not used to hearing in go a long way in reducing the agitation for secession. If restructuring is accepted and is embarked on, that would mean arranging things the way all sections of the country will take care of their these affairs or whatever, but why we still remain in one united Nigeria. That is the difference between that and secession. Secession means the breaking up of the country into different countries. So, restructuring is, people have been calling for restructuring for long now, and nobody is listening. Now secession has come up. People have come up now saying, okay, some are even saying that it's even late now to call for restructuring again. That the way things are going, that the restructuring has, is no more the solution to the problem. That they want the country to, they want to succeed. It's painful. It's painful. Like I said, Nigeria is a beautiful country. Our size, the size of the country, is an advantage for the country when it comes to the international community. Okay, look at Nigeria. If the Yorubas come out with their culture, you see how beautiful their culture is. The Igbos come out with their culture, you see how beautiful it is. The Hausas come out with their culture, you see how beautiful it is. What of our relationship we have built for all these years? Intermarried, families, friendship we have made, and so on. Oh my God. My first choice should be anything we can do peacefully with the fear of God for us to continue to remain one in a way every region will be satisfied. All Nigerians will be happy. I would prefer that. But if that is not coming, I don't know.
I hope you enjoyed my chat with ndigbo of Ibadanland. Thank you so much for being with us and hope to see you next week again. I remain John Moses Oladayo.